Hi, here we are at Gardenville.tv and we've a bit of sun and we're out in the garden again looking at, now, if you ask me, they look like monsters.
Well, they're weeds.
Yeah.
And that's groundsel, which if you had a pet rabbit, it would be very attached to that.
Why, would they eat this
yeah,
now?
they'd love that now if you had a pet rabbit.
Okay, but this is a real problem.
Well, weeds, I mean, we've had a little bit of rain, it's been warm, so up pop the weeds.
Right.
One of the best weapons in the garden is your hoe. This is quite a nice sharp blade. It's a very elderly hoe I'm attached to.
But so, you have to have that sharp, Susan,
well,
do you?
You need to get a reasonably sharp blade.
Would you sharpen that now to
Well,
have
I
it?
haven't, but you could do. You could get an old-fashioned sharpening stone and give it a bit
and
of a
it works
rub.
wonders then, does it?
But
Okay.
the trick is just to get under the weeds, just give them a hoe like that.
And does that get to the root of the weeds
that
then,
gets
if you
to
do
the
that?
root of them. You want to get them before they seed. There's a piece of grass.
How does the grass get in here, would you
Well,
wonder?
just seeds are blown in from everywhere.
Right.
It's a really tough bit there. Some of these you might need to dig out that one. But generally, by scuffling, as we call it, or hoeing the topsoil.
Scuffling, is that the word you'd
Well,
say
scuffling,
in gardening?
if it's gravel, I suppose you're hoeing in a.
That to me looks like a bit of mint.
It's catmint.
Oh, right.
Seeded itself from the edge of the bed. And what you're doing here is, and you're leaving these annual weeds on the surface where they'll dry out and they'll die, and then you can rake them off with a fine rake.
Oh, so you don't have to pick them all up.
You don't have to. Well, you don't have to pick them all up. You might want to for the look of the thing here in the rose bed. But if you're in the vegetable garden,
you
just
can
leave them there
mosey around.
Then just rake them off lightly.
And Susan, what about the seeds then from the
well, your idea
weeds?
is whenever you're out in the garden, bring your hoe with you, and hoe anything you see.
You know, that's a great idea. So just have it there.
And also,
so
if
don't
you've
put
got
it away. Like have it.
Yeah,
at
have
hand.
it where when you're coming out the door, you can pick it up and just hoe as you get it clean. Now, there's another thing. If the soil is very heavy, it's a clay soil. By hoeing, you're actually stopping the moisture from being drawn out of the soil.
How is that now?
Well, it sort of gets drawn out by sort of capillary action when the top surface packs tight. So if you're hoeing it, you're keeping the top of the soil loose, you're allowing the water when it does rain to get down, and you're stopping it being drawn out from the base.
While if it's very dry then and the soil is on the top,
it's very dry.
It's like a film.
It's almost like the rain
of,
falling on the road kind of thing.
That
but
sort of makes sense.
If you've loosened it up, it'll soak down more readily.
Right.
Now,
do hoes come in all different sizes?
Hoes come in. There are varying different types of hoe.
Yeah.
There's some that you like this that you pull this way. There are other ones that have a flap on them. I think they're called a Dutch hoe, so you can hoe in two different, both backwards and forwards.
Oh, right,
so
okay.
It's a double-bladed thing.
But you love this.
This is a
traditional standard.
hoe.
Yeah.
It's been around, as you can see. It's battered and rusty for ages, but it's quite a.
But it does the
job.
job.
It does the job. Yeah.
Okay.
And there is another trick as well. Supposing you've been on holiday.
Yeah.
And you come back and there are weeds up to here.
Yeah.
Before you can get out to weed, if you haven't got time and you think they're about to seed, chop everything down so that it doesn't actually get to the stage of seeding before you have time to get out and weed
when you
properly.
come back from your holidays or whatever.
Something like that.
So you're not facing a complete nightmare.
You're not facing a total nightmare. If you chop it all down, take you a few minutes, and then you can get out with your fork and your blade or whatever and weed as you go.
As you go when you come back.
I was going to say at your leisure. It's not exactly leisure.
No, good exercise though. I mean, people are paying for the
there
gym
you
and
are,
everything. You see, even that on the arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's good exercise if you're trying to do a whole area.
And it's very satisfying.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you come out and you take a walk around the garden and you hoe things as you go.
You're just organising it. Yeah.